Hey guys, welcome back to Twist and Shout, where we talk about natural hair, life, faith, and some other subject matters that may actually be of importance to you and I. So I got a little something to talk about today, and I want to talk to you guys about it because I feel like it's important to be able to express yourself. Now, y'all know I got this one rule: don't pollute, keep it cute. So if I feel that your intent, like whatever's going on in your heart, is spilling out in your comment to the point where you're meant to hurt, insult, or disrespect anyone, I'm going to delete it. Plain and simple. But so of course you know what's going on. There's two things that's going on that I'm going to talk about. I think because I'm gonna try to make this fast. But and I'm sorry if my camera is shaky. There you go. Hi, y'all. Anywho, bear with me. Y'all know I got a whole bunch going on. Pregnant. Yeah, that part. Okay, let's talk about the first thing I just saw. And first I was like, I'm not going to talk about stuff like that no more. But I do want to hear you guys' opinions because it's one of those lighter subjects that I really don't have a hard opinion about. But anywho, Bill Cosby is set to be released. There's a lot of speculations about why he's being released right now. I think one of the biggest reasons that I saw that made sense, because mind you, I have not been following the in and outs of his case. One, I feel like, yes, we should be aware of what's going on around us, but to a certain extent, especially if you're Christian, because there's a lot of worldly things going on. Anywho, he's set to be releasing, I guess, a couple hours or so. I don't know. I probably got the news late. He might be already released. But a lot of people's issues, you have a lot of different sides. You have some people who say that's not enough time, obviously, for all of the victims. But now, like I said, I haven't been following the case. So you got some people who say he plead guilty to everything. You got some who say that he plead guilty to a couple of the first incidents. And then you have some who say that he was framed because he was about to buy a network. Now, when we talk about what makes sense, we know Hollywood, we know the social media, we know how that rock. Like I said, I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard it, I said, man, that network thing makes a whole lot of sense. However, I also know that what you learn being a Christian, because I'm not going to assume everybody's watching a Christian, and this may be the case throughout all religions, just that I don't actually dabble in other religions because that can lead to some issues. But one of the biggest things is in Christianity, you are taught to live blameless so that nothing can be associated with you. Like, you're a pastor, you're a first lady, getting drunk and stripping or going to strip clubs couldn't be associated with you because you actually don't go. Like, that's how we're taught. But Bill Cosby, unfortunately, was in an industry that was anti-black. Let's be real. Definitely at the time that he came up, it was more so of let's use your face and your skin color for a goal. And then he's old now, and he's trying to accomplish something. Now I have to dig up dirt. But again, like I said, I'm in between. Your hands got to be dirty a little bit in order for you to be even associated with this kind of stuff. But again, I wasn't there and I'm not God. But I would like to know, how in the world do you guys feel about this situation? Do you feel like it is just time served? How do you feel about the justice system when it comes to people coming forth with word of mouth, a little bit of evidence, not too many witnesses of sexual crimes like rape, sexual assault? You know, how do you feel about those things? And I know, me as a woman, I can honestly tell you, and I try not to bring my own situation in this case, but I can assure you that being a woman and being at the wrong place at the wrong time can be very damaging. Because I've been in some situations where, because I wasn't watched, Because I was by myself, I definitely got taken advantage of. And it was one of those situations where nobody was around, nobody was a witness, nobody saw anything. So it just been my word against his word. But at that time, I wasn't thinking, let me go snitch and, well, not snitch, let me go tell someone. I was just thinking like, I'm trying to get away safe, you know? And that's something I often think about with, you know, this situation like this. Like, why do people take so long? And like I said, even my own situation, some of these things, I told my husband, I never told anybody else before him. And that's because he's my half. So I trust him. And I know that he's not the type to say, oh, wow, let's go back and just take these bums to jail. He know that in me confiding in you, that he needs to console me. And what happens in social media and everywhere else that's going on, like if anybody even hint at any type of that behavior going on, it's an automatic bash. Like, it is no sympathy in social media at all. Like, none. And all the attention kind of targets on the accuser, which some may say that's not necessarily a bad thing. But me being, like I said, knowing or being in a situation like that, it is kind of a bad thing, because if nobody's consoling, counseling, and dealing with what's going on with the victim, they're, you know, they get really ruined and really sad and depressed and, you know, suicidal and all these things. But what is your opinion? Like, how do you feel about this Bill Cosby situation? Do you think justice was served? What would you have done better? Should he be released? Because a lot of people was talking about it wasn't even safe to put him in the jail where he was based on his age, his health, and the crime. How do you feel about that? Do you know, does the celebrity get a leg up because they are celebrities, or should he go on like a safe halfway? Like, what do you think? Because what I saw is release. So I think release just means like, hey, go back to doing whatever it is you were doing. And it's my understanding that his wife is no longer occupying the home, or maybe they went to separate homes. I don't know. Which, for me, like I said, if somebody came forth right now and said, my husband raped them, and I have no knowledge or nothing, I would probably be 100% in support of my husband. And that's because the character that I know him to have, and, you know, our home life and our situation, I don't think there's anything or nothing that anyone would say that would make me say, hey, you did do it. Especially if it's a current situation. If it's a past situation, my job then is to have sympathy for whoever's coming forth. To also sympathize with my husband, not because he is my husband, but because, hello, this is life-changing. Like, you were running for the Lord, and here's something that's going to prevent you from doing that, or make you look, or make God look bad. And we don't want to admit stuff like that, but I'm really huge on stuff like that. Like, me and my husband talks about these things all the time. Like, man, we got to watch what we do and say on and off duty, meaning in and out of the camera, or in and out of the church, because people judge everything, and you don't want people to disrespect God. Like, that's the goal. Like, you don't want things to lead towards, hey, that's the guy you serve, and you act and do, nah, you're not with me. You're not going to be able to do that. No. Like I said, now obviously nobody's perfect. We do fall short in, you know, that part, but just blankly just living like a double life and stuff. No. Now, again, your opinions, your thoughts. I'm going to just pause right there because this video is kind of lengthy, but I really want to know what's going on in you guys' minds, especially those who have been following his case. Maybe you can drop some info down below. Like I said, I don't want to sound ignorant, like why you even talk about it. But my thing is, I think it is important to talk about it and to figure out, how do you feel about this situation? And in the case that social media is yet again distracting you from something else, because y'all know how that goes. But comment down below and let me know how you feel. I love you guys. God bless. Take care. Bye.